Thank you for joining me on Spiritually Viper. It's a pleasure to have you here. We're going to get into tarot, occultic knowledge, oracles, charms. We've got divination tools here. I like to divinate in a variety of ways. I would say originally divination came through to me at a young age through reading and poetry and writing. So yeah, we'll have a play and see what comes out. This is going to be like a message for the collective. I've been guided to do collective messaging for now. We'll see if sign specific messages come through in the future, but at the moment that's just what I'm being guided to do. On my previous video I noticed that the card shuffling was really loud, so I've pre-shuffled my cards. They're all ready to go. I have a book out here called The Fool. It's got the Fool card on the front, and that is very much the phase of life that me personally I'm going through at the moment. I may not have everything I need to do this channel 100% correct. I may not have all the fancy tools and the microphones and the setup that other tarot readers have, but I'm at the beginning of my journey, and I feel like this is a message for you too, to not let small things stop you from proceeding with your dreams. That's what's coming through to me in this moment is, you know, just because you don't have every single little tool doesn't mean that you can't get started on that big dream. And so please jump in and get started on that big dream with me. Let's see what comes out. I'll have a sip of coffee, my little strawberry cup. Alrighty. We're gonna start today with the oracle message. We're gonna mix it up a little bit, see what comes through. Spirit asking for an oracle message for the highest good of all. Asking for spirit teams free of distortion and illusion for the highest good of all. That is a bundle. See, when I bang it, it's quite loud. Oh well. I have quite a few here. Okay. We're going to take them all. They're beautiful cards, and that's what I'm being guided to do. Chamber of Souls. Soul Gifts. Now, I'm quite familiar with this card because it came out for me not too long ago in an own personal reading. Is that we have soul gifts, and to not be afraid to proceed forward with them. I also feel like that's a portal. Now, what's coming through right now is what I was saying before, is not having all the tools. But you see, she's got in her hand a globe, and that's coming through as her intuition. And that's all she really needs to go through this portal, to express her soul gifts. Projections. It's a beautiful, beautiful card, isn't it? What's coming through for this, for me, is the gold is stunning. It's such a beautiful card that I feel that you've worked through projections of others, and you're not so afraid anymore to manage the projections of others. I'm also being reminded of human design, with people projecting onto others. Maybe you've noticed when people are projecting onto you, and you've created healthier boundaries around these sort of projections that come through. Now, if you don't know about human design, highly recommend. I love it. I'm a big nerd on it, and I could go deep into it. I deal in the land of projections because I am a 5, which is a heretic line. Consciously, I'm a heretic, so I deal with projections all the time. It's made me. This is a message for you as well, and maybe this is something you've gone through recently. Doesn't mean that you have to have a line 5 or be a projector or one of those sort of profiles. It's more of a, I think we all can deal with projections sometimes, right? We can all live in this land. And I hermited away for a long time, for about 3 years. And that's actually when I found spirituality and tarot and occult. And it's the journey has been wonderful. I'm so grateful for the tools, and maybe that's part of this message of the projections is be grateful for the projections and the lessons that you've learned while managing these projections of others. They can't see you clearly, and that's okay. Not everyone needs to see you clearly. That's been a hard one for me to learn, because I have a deep desire to be seen, but I live in the land of projections. The ceremony of life. I love this card. I'm getting shivers up and down my back. I think the colors is what's moving me deeply. The ceremony of life. I'm also being drawn into the four dots. It's kind of reminding me of like a 4 Pentacles or 4 of Wands. Is that kind of foundational celebration energy. She's dancing. I'm gonna read from the book for this one because I'm not very familiar with this card and I'm just feeling guided to. Feels like you found your soul gifts. You've come to terms with the projections that people project onto you. And you're in this ceremony of life at the moment. Now there's a 4th card, which is, again, feeling very relevant to those 4 dots that I've just seen. So 4 cards here. The foundation, the steps, the progress that is made on the way. Ceremony of life. I don't know why I sang it like that. I'm a bit of a cuckoo and I will be authentically myself. And again, I truly believe that nothing needs to be perfect. I have let go of perfections a long time ago. Oh God, where are you? I've lost her. The ceremony of 66. I like that number. The activation suit, the ceremony of life. This is a card of devotion, of weaving the sacred all the way in and all through your life. It's a card of sacred ceremony and integration. You're being asked, how can you make your life a ceremony? If you were to live in a prayer, what would change? What if you saw it all as a sacred celebration? If you could devote your life to something, what would it be? What would you do? Sorry, for me it's very profound. But the invitation of this card is to design your life in a way that feels sacred, to dare to embrace all aspects of your life and let Spirit be with you in every moment. So many people on a spiritual path lead lives that are compartmentalized. They go and do their spiritual practice and then go about their everyday life. But what if you made it your whole life a celebration of the sacred? What if you found ways to bring the spiritual into physical? What would change? How would you spend time? Another invitation of this card is to let your life be an expression of your passions. What do you love doing that could embrace even more? If we really work up to the gifts of this life, Chamber of the Soul of Gifts. I love it. I love it. The synchronizations are beautiful. What do you truly yearn to do while you're in this body on this planet? What will you do while you're here? Inner temple activation. I choose to embrace my life and live fully while I have the privilege of being here. That's beautiful. Okay. I love how the ceremony of life is asking you to embrace your natural gifts. What would you do? What would the Chamber of Soul Gifts be for you? Could be music, could be writing, could be dancing, and in the ceremony of life, she's having a boogie. She's dancing. And being reminded of dance like no one's watching. And scientifically, there is a lot of benefits to doing this. It keeps you, I can't remember what the benefits are exactly, which is quite frustrating, but the benefits are, there's so many benefits to dancing like no one's watching. And maybe that's what you need to do, is dance like no one's watching, celebrate in this moment. The fourth card. Connection. Separation. You know, for some reason I feel like telling you this. It's important to sit with a card. Look at the imagery. Feel what message is coming through. And these cards are gorgeous. I'm absolutely in love. But it's the yin and yang, the darkness and the light, separation, connection. Feels like you've come out of a period of separation. Maybe it's because of managing these projections. But this gold, it just feels so beautiful. It feels like the projections have helped you learn. And I feel that way within myself, and I'm sorry to keep bringing myself up, but I just feel very guided to talk about this. Managing these projections that other people have placed on me. It wasn't until I spent a lot of time in separation, being alone, that I could actually feel the projections when I came out of my cave to try to connect with people. It was really profound, and I could decide, do I want to step into that projection? Is that my projection that I want to fulfill? Is that an accurate projection? Maybe these are the sort of questions that you've been asking yourself, or you need to, Spirit's saying you need to ask yourself these questions. In the mirror, you don't need to be anything to be loved. There needs to be no mirror. Not like that. There's always a mirror, but you can be seen for who you are. Connection, and the connection here I'm feeling is either with someone else, but I'm being guided to your higher self and spirit. It feels as if this is spirit in the middle, and this is your higher self and yourself, and you're understanding the projections and the connection, that your gifts can be celebrated in the ceremony of life, that you have soul gifts, that you were here to come with, that you came here with. Sometimes with my projection, my 5-line in human design that gets projected onto, I didn't feel like that was a gift. But now I understand that it's a tool. I was given it for whatever karmic reason, and I'm learning now why, and I feel that's personal for me to hold on to and keep private. But you know, we're given these energy lines and these profiles for a reason. All right, what am I feeling guided to do? I think we're going to get into some of the cards that I made. again, I've already shuffled them. It's really loud when they you shuffle them. Ooh, oh, that's a lot. Do we do it? Yes. Spirit's saying yes. I kind of color coordinated the cards, and I feel guided to share that with you. Like, the blue is more of the shadow elements, and the creamy color is more positive. Yellow is places and energy, and the pink is love. So yeah, I just felt like sharing that with you for some reason. Maybe you need to color coordinate something. Emotions, feelings. Okay. Ego, fearless. Lucky, don't know why I felt clicking. Cloaked, strength. Extrasensory embrace. Destination, pivot, winter. Okay, this is coming through in 3 sections for me. Ego, fearless, lucky. When you release your ego, and you know you don't have to fully release your ego. Ego's good for you for many things as well. Creates this fearless energy that produces luck. It feels like an energy court. My body is really shivering. I'm feeling a very intense energy, but it feels good. It feels like this girl dancing on the Ceremony of Life card. That's how this is coming through. Cloaked, strength, extrasensory. You have a cloaked sense of extrasensory strength right now. And I feel that within the Chamber of Soul Gifts is that it's giving you strength, these projections, the gifts. You understand your extrasensory gifts. I'm being reminded of divination. Embrace, destination, pivot, winter. You need to embrace where you're going. Not be afraid to pivot. Winter is coming out. Now, it can be winter in the northern hemisphere right now, or for me, down in the southern hemisphere, it's going to be the middle of next year. So I'm getting a timeline of 6 months. Okay. What does the collective need to know further about this? Okay, again, I have pre-shuffled. Ego, fearless, lucky. What tarot cards does collective need to know about this? It's just gorgeous. Stop. Embrace. Interesting, which we've got here. Now, okay, sorry, let me back it up. I know I said ego, fearless, lucky, but these 2 cards fell directly on embrace, destination, pivot, winter. The Empress. The Fool. Now, this fell on embrace, destination, pivot, winter. So I'm going to take it for that. It feels very, very connected. We know what the Empress is, and if you don't, I'll share a little bit. You know, she's abundant. She's creative. She's in control of her reality. And the Fool is new beginnings. It's the 0 card. That comes to that pivot in winter. It literally fell on it. Embrace, destination, the Empress. So you're going somewhere and you are in control. You are creating your reality. Interesting how it came out backwards a little bit. I asked for ego, fearless, lucky. Let's see where these ones fall. Whoa. I'm not sure about that. That's a lot. Okay. No, that's all right. I'm not sure if you can see, but I've got 2 cards at ego, fearless, lucky. And then we've got 3 cards, a cloaked strength, extrasensory. We've got ego, fearless, lucky, and we've got the Ace of Cups. Again, sorry for this, the shine. I love these cards. Queen of Swords. I feel like the Queen of Swords is fearless. She will speak her mind. She's not afraid to bring that sword down if she needs to. She's an air element. She's wise. She can be cold. That's kind of that ego, fearless energy. The Ace of Cups is coming through as lucky for me. It's that potential. I'm also getting drawn into the bird, the white dove going into the cup. Maybe you'll see a white bird or a white feather. It's a sign from spirit. I don't know why, but it's also reminding me of the projection cup. Because people project onto you, right? You see, it's just, I don't know, something about it is so similar. And that Ace of Cups is that managing of those projections. The Queen of Swords, understanding the projections, the mind, how other people perceive you, taking on the projections that you want. They also line up perfectly under the projection card. Alright. Then we've got cloaked strength, extrasensory. We've got 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, and 7 of Swords. A bit more intense energy. Seven of Pentacles is the work, juice worth the squeeze, is the work worth the effort. Cloaked. Weighing up 2 options, 2 Pentacles. Which way do you go? That's how that's coming through for me. And 7 of Swords. I just need to sit with this one. Getting drawn into his face on this card. It doesn't feel negative, but it feels cocky. Cloaked strength, extrasensory. Okay, hear me out. Extrasensory. It's that cockiness, that energy, cocky for me. It's something to watch out for. I don't feel this is you, I feel this is someone else. It's cloaked, but you can sense it. You should listen to it. I'm not sure who this might be. Should we ask? Let's ask. Who could this be? 7 of Swords. This card wants to fall out. Queen of Cups. Okay, potential love interest. Normally I wouldn't say it like that. I don't want to focus so deeply just on love because I feel like it excludes all other options of possibility, but that it just came out so strong. Spirit saying yes, love. I'm also getting pulled into the angel under the chair. But it's trapped. It's trapped in stone. And it's cold. This is not a guided, divine connection. You might have a connection that feels like, is it worth it? That 7 of Pentacles energy. You're building away, you're working away. You're wondering, is it worth it? What do I want to do? And that face, just look at the face. It gives me a bad feeling. You need to trust your intuition. It's cloaked. That face, that energy is cloaked, and you need strength, and you need to trust your extrasensory. It's going to lead directly into this. Now, you've got free will. You can do what you want. But if there's something in your aura that's making you feel like, oh, this just doesn't feel right. Do I do it? Don't I? The angel's stuck in the stone. It's not divine. Let it go. Embrace the Fool. Embrace the Empress. That's how it's coming through for me. Can we wrap this up on a yoga mudra? This also reminds me of the projections. You know, the Seven of Pentacles too. It's like this person's projecting onto you. You're over here like, I'm the Empress. I'm just doing me. And he's looking back at you like, ugh. I'm taken. No thank you. Manage those projections. Step into the ceremony of life. Embrace your gifts. And connection. Interesting. With the Seven of Swords, you've got connection, you've got two pentacles, but you flip it over, it's separation. Connect with yourself. Separate from this energy that's dark, that's causing clouds, confusion, illusion. I don't like it. Connect to your higher self. Step into the Empress. Okay. Yoga Mudra Oracle. Gonna do this one to wrap up this message. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I feel very blessed. Okay. What does collective need to know for the highest good in regards to this message? Getting pulled into pivot, winter, the Fool. I don't know, I'm being guided to pull that card out. And this one. I'm not always the best with pronunciation, but Semptu Mudra. Stop it, Spirit. It's a bit hard to see, but there's a dot here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look how similar, like almost identical these cards are. Ugh, crazy. Synchronicities are popping off. Okay. This precious moment, 100. Bud of potential, equanimity. Equanimity alleviates emotional and mental suffering. Bring both hands together, palm to palm, and create room between where your thumbs can rest. Now direct your attention to the space between your hands like you are holding a precious jewel. Hold the mudra in front of your heart chakra. I hold a bud of pure potential within this precious moment now. Embrace your gifts. Embrace your gifts. The ceremony of life. And this one I just felt very, it was on the bottom of the deck. I felt very guided to pull it out. Shunya Mudra. It's quite a complex one, so. Sorry, it's just the imagery in these cards. And I highly recommend that you start practicing the imagery. Is, do you see the looping? I don't know if you can see it, but the looping. There's some looping in here, and it's reminding me of this going around. Shunya Mudra. Sorry, I should just go to the hum of the universe. Oh, I like that. Ether element, open to divine truth, heaven, purification, forgiveness, quiet mind, helps earaches and issues with hearing. Earaches. Helps earaches. Goodness me. Listen to the sounds around you. Tune into deepening breath. Feel the breath awaken your body and your cells awaken to expand a sense of being. In Hindu scripture, Om is described as the original sound of creation. You are ready to hear the deepest divine truths. You may feel raw from the seeing, but vulnerability can be a strength. A sign of soul awakening, leading to a deeper understanding. As the affirm, while doing this one, it's your, like this. As my mind grows calm and quiet, I listen within my soul being, awakening to deep truths, ever expanding. Now I feel guided to pull, well, not pull, but the soul gifts, and I've been reminded of this book that I'm reading at the moment, The Witch of Portobello by Paulo Coelho. Terrible at pronouncing different kinds of names, but I'm gonna close my eyes, see what message comes through. I'm gonna leave my bookmark in there. Can I give you some advice? I know you have some influential friends, that journalist, for example. Why don't you ask him to write about your story and tell him your version of events? The press are giving a lot of coverage to that vicar, and people will end up thinking he's right. So as well as accepting what I do, you also want to help me? Yes, Shireen, even though I may not understand you, even though I sometimes suffer as the Virgin must have suffered all her life, even if you're not Jesus Christ, with an all-important message for the world, I am on your side and I want to see you win. That's beautiful. I want to see you win. Your life gifts, the ceremony of life that you're walking, the projections that you've been managing. I want to see you win. Thank you for being here with me today. 3:33 on the clock as we finish this message.